"Don't leave me here," she whispered. The cowboy turned and froze in place. Asterisk, the thunderclap hit like a shotgun blast, ripping through the Montana sky and jolting me out of my saddle. Rain hammered down in sheets,
Don't leave me here!
turning the prairie into a slick, treacherous sea of mud under my horse's hooves. I'd been riding the fence line all morning, checking for breaks after last night's hellish storm. But now my blood ran cold as gunfire echoed from the willow grove ahead. Sharp and deliberate, not the crack of lightning I'd half expected.
I shot into the
My
sky.
heart slammed against my ribs as I
just hoped
spurred
someone
Elbuck
would find
forward,
me.
hand dropping to the colt at my hip. Bandits, rustlers hitting the herds again. In this godforsaken weather, anything was possible out here in Silver Creek territory. I crested the rise, and there she was, a ghost in the downpour.
Did you see that?
A woman knelt in the tall grass, her calico dress plastered to her like a second skin, mud caking her hem. She rocked slowly, clutching what looked like a tattered blanket to her chest, her whispers slicing through the wind. "Don't leave me here. Please, don't leave me." The words hit me like a gut punch, raw and
Because
broken,
I know loss.
stirring something deep inside I'd buried long ago. I swung down from buck boots, sinking ankle deep, and approached slow, like taming a wild mustang. Memories flooded. Me, my Sarah's fevered pleas in her last hours, begging me not to let go. I'd failed her then, lost her to the frontier's cruel fever, and sworn off, entangling my heart with anyone else's pain. But this, this pulled at me, unbidden. "Eliza," I called, my voice low and steady, that old Texas drawl cutting through the rain.
I was so
She
scared.
flinched hard, her grip whitening on the blanket, eyes snapping up wide, haunted,
okay.
rimmed red from tears that mixed with the storm. Eliza Harlan, the widow who'd sewn half the town's shirts and kept to herself since her husband gone. Crushed in that mind collapse 2 years back. Folks whispered she was cursed, that bad luck followed her like a shadow. I'd seen her in church, head bowed, avoiding the stairs, but never like this. Shattered
my
and
darling.
alone. She stared at me, unseeing at first, then recognition flickered. "Luke, McAllister." Her voice cracked, barely above the patter of rain. I knelt beside her, ignoring the chill seeping into my knees, and reached out tentative-like, brushing her arm. Her skin was ice cold, trembling under my touch. That simple contact sparked something, a warmth I hadn't felt in years. A pull that scared the hell out of me. Why her? Why now? I'd built walls high as these mountains after Sarah, focusing on the
Don't
ranch,
leave me
the
here.
cattle drives, the endless fight against this wild land. But her pain mirrored mine, drawing me in like a moth to flame. What happened, Eliza? Who's out here shooting? I glanced around, revolver half drawn, scanning the grove for threats. The gunfire had stopped, but the air
I shot into the sky.
hummed with danger, like the prairie was holding its
I
breath.
just hoped someone would find
She
me.
shook her head, fresh tears spilling. It was WASN, single quotes, T. It was me. I fired into the air, hoping someone, anyone would
Did you see
hear.
that?
I can't do this alone anymore. Her words tumbled out, laced with
was it?
despair. The blanket in her arms wasn't just cloth. It was empty, a faded quilt she'd probably wrapped her little girl in. Lily. The name hit Mesigs months ago. The kid vanished without a trace. Playing by the creek one evening, gone the next.
Because I know loss.
The sheriff, old Harlan, no relation. Just a coincidence that made tongues wag even more. Called off the search after a week, muttering about accidents and the river's pull. But rumors flew. Some said Eliza's grief had driven her mad, that she'd hidden the child, or worse. Others pitied her, but from afar, like she carried plague. I didn't lose her, she whispered fiercely, clutching my sleeve now, her fingers digging in. She was taken, Luke. I know it in my bones. Bootprints by the creek, a man's shadow I glimpsed too late. But the town, ... they blame me. Say a widow, like me, ain't fit to raise a child alone, that I should have begged some rancher to take us in. Her eyes searched mine, pleading for belief, and damn if it didn't crack my resolve. I felt that push-pull inside, wanting to ride away, keep my solitude, but drawn to her strength, hidden under all that sorrow. She was beautiful, even broken. Dark hair matted but framing a face with high cheekbones, eyes like storm clouds holding lightning. I helped her stand, her weight leaning into me, and that's when the first real danger struck. A rustle in the bush, still close, to deliberate. I shoved her behind me just as a rattlesnake uncoiled, fangs bared, striking at her boot. Instinct took over. I drew and fired in one fluid motion, the shot echoing like thunder. The snake's head exploded, body twitching in the mud. Eliza gasped, clinging to my arm,
Don't leave me
her
here.
breath hot against my neck. You, ... you saved me. Her voice was soft, grateful, stirring emotions I'd locked away. In that moment, holding her close, I felt alive. Identified, but alive. We mounted up, her arms wrapped around my waist as we rode back to my ranch, the rain easing to a mist. The silence between us crackled with unspoken words. I thought of my Australian roots, fleeing the droughts down under for Montana's promise, only to find more hardship. Sarah had been my anchor. Losing her left me adrift, a lone cowboy with a spread too big for one man. Now, Eliza's warmth against my back ignited a spark dangerous,
What was it?
tempting. What if I let her in? What if I got burned again? At the cabin, I stoked the fire high, wrapping her in my best wool blanket, Sarah's old one, soft from years of use. She sipped the coffee I brewed, strong and black, staring into the flames. Why help
Because
me?
I know loss.
You barely know me. I sat across from her, hat off, running a hand through my damp hair. Because I know loss, Eliza. It eats at you, turns folks against you. And maybe, ... maybe I see a fighter in you, same as me. Our eyes locked, and there it was, that electric pull, making my chest tighten. But doubt crept in. The town would talk, call me a fool for tangling with a cursed widow. As night deepened, trouble brewed outside. Hoofbeats thunderdrustlers, bold as brass, circling the corral. I grabbed my Winchester,
It's okay.
bursting out into the dark. Stay inside, I yelled to Eliza. Gunfire lit the night. I dropped one outlaw with a clean shot, but another grazed my shoulder. Hot pain searing through. I rolled behind a trough, returning fire, heart pounding. They fled, but not before I heard their leader snarl. This ain't over, McAllister.
Oh, my darling.
Back inside, blood soaking my shirt, Eliza tended the wound with steady hands, her touch gentle yet sure. You're reckless, she murmured, but her eyes held admiration, maybe more. As she bandaged me, our faces inches apart, I felt the world shift. Her lips parted, breath mingling with mine, and for a heartbeat, I leaned in, then pulled back. Too soon, too risky. But the seed was planted, a romance budding in the shadows of danger and grief. Dawn came with resolve. We saddled up,
Don't leave me
heading to
here.
the creek, but the swollen waters hid peril. A flash flood roared down the ravine, horses rearing as debris swept toward us. I grabbed Eliza's reins, hauling her to higher ground, but the current snatched my hat and nearly my life. Soaked and bruised, we collapsed under an overhang, her head on my shoulder. I
shot
can't lose
into
you
the
too,
sky.
she whispered, her hand in mine.
I just
sharing.
hoped someone would find me.
Stories her husband's death, my Sarah's fever, we forged a bond, fragile yet fierce, defying the town's judgments. In Silver Creek, tension boiled. At the saloon, grizzled old Tom, the barkeep, nodded knowingly.
Did you see that?
Watch your back, Luke. That Harlan widow's staring up ghosts.
What
A
was it?
shady rancher, Jeb Carson, confronted us, fists flying into a brawl. It escalated to guns drawn in the street. My quick draw dropping him, wounded but alive. Whispers of conspiracy, emerged kidnappers targeting lone families. Jeb
Because
told
I
them.
know loss.
We fled pursuers, bullets whizzing, hearts racing in a chase that tested our trust. Hiding in an abandoned mine. We found a ledger listing Lily among the stolen. Eliza's fire ignited. We'll get her back. That night, ambushing their outpost, I covered her in a shootout, bullets pinging off rocks. She found Lily inside, the girl whispering, "Mama, don't leave me." A fire erupted, forcing our escape through. Flames meet carrying the child, fending off attackers. Reunited on the prairie, joy
I was
exploded.
so scared.
But the gang leader returned stormy night, cornering us.
It's
In
okay.
a Dustworld duel, my aim true, I ended the threat. Victorious, I pulled Eliza close, our kiss sealing a love born from fire. Lily's laughter echoed renewal. Under stars, I proposed. In this wild land, you're my home. The prairie whispered healing, love conquering all.